I was contacted by somebody at the courthouse, and he was with the county historic people, and he said that down by where Terry Davis's, it was Daryl Stevens, down by Terry Davis's camps, right past that, you know where that little creek is and those
Okay.
two bridges. Um, it's called Spanker's Branch, and there's a big story about it. And they was wondering if they could buy two plaques and put on both sides of that bridge. And I said I would ask you guys.
I read that in the Historic Society.
So if anybody wants a story, I can either email it to you or copy it for you. And if you want to read it. And so I guess we need to vote whether or not that's okay. I told him I would get it in writing.
I don't have any problem. No problem. Make a motion. Allow them to make the plugs.
I'll
Okey-dokey.
second it.
All in favor?
All righty. So then I was contacted by Rob Schulte, and I guess AEP is doing away with Honey Creek. So everything that had happened there in the past is going to be no longer, which they have soccer fields. And so Rob wanted to know if our park had any place to do 2 or 3 small soccer fields and one bigger one. The only places I could come up with was south, across the street from where the pickleball courts are going to be. They could also be, where the area was that we had the derby.
Mhm.
It could go in there. Of course, they wouldn't stay year round, but it would be a fall time event. I don't know if they tear up the lawn or if they wouldn't tear up the lawn. I've never really paid attention, what they look like after a season. Or, and it could be right there behind the concession stand. So that whole area,
You know,
I think we've got plenty of area on the east side of the
where we park cars for a car show.
concession stand.
hmm
We got plenty of room there.
We might have to split them and put 2 over here, maybe 2 over here, or I don't know.
are they small size or smaller?
So
than
it's
normal?
for 8th grade and under. So there's one bigger.
Field salt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little bitty fields for the 4-year-olds. It's pretty teeny.
They look pretty small.
Yeah. 3 of them would be pretty small, and then one of them would be bigger. So the one that's bigger could be away from the others.
Right.
I'm honestly thinking that 3 of them might be able to fit, beside just north of field 3. I don't know. I told him that I would bring it before you guys and see if it's anything that you would consider. I don't think we have to decide where they're gonna be at, but,
I think we probably need to go down, and look at it. See.
and maybe measure it out.
Yeah, can we get the bearing possibly? going?
Sure.
And-
Or I can get the field sizes from Rob or something, and
Yeah,
we'll just see if we think they're gonna fit. But he just wanted to make sure it was something maybe that you guys would consider.
yeah, I have no problems with them doing it if they'll fit,
Okay,
if they'll fit.
Doesn't matter to me. I mean,
if we did them south, we might have to lose some trees, I'm not sure. Over there by the gazebo. Their spot then.
well, just table a decision, to go out there and look at it and see
Okay,
what we can do. Sound good?
yep. We're gonna have a update pickleball courts. I think that meeting's either Monday or Tuesday. And they'll tell us where they're at. The last update that we had was, let's see, it's Tuesday. They pour the concrete, they had to let it set. This probably isn't exactly correct, but they had to let it set like 7 days, and they tightened some of the lines, and then they had to let it set for another certain amount of time, tighten, and then the full of it was going to be 28 days. So I think we're getting right at that 28-day stage. Once that happens, then they'll put the top coat on and, start doing everything else. And we'll have to keep everything out there pretty still. I have got a hold of a couple contractors to cover the ditch. And as soon as that's done, and I know kind of when that's going to happen, I'll probably go ahead and reach out to the concrete suppliers, but just so that maybe they can get us on their books and it won't take forever. So that's how that's coming along. It seems like they act like they were running a little ahead of the schedule. I don't know if you've been watching them, but they do not waste any time.
JC and I, they were out there working around it.
Oh, yeah.
They were not.
Yeah.
That's probably tight.
Yeah. I went and looked, and it seems like on the east and west ends is where the cables run. Maybe they do on the north and south too. I don't know. So, and then, I think we're still planning on doing some upgrades to the community building come January. I think that, have we talked about raising that rate here?
I don't think we
We talked about raising the rate at the community building.
Talking about it, but I don't think we get to set it.
We didn't say anything.
Right. I was thinking that maybe we might, just because of Senate Bill 1, it looks like we're gonna stand to lose quite a bit of money, and especially in the parks. So, if we could raise it a little bit just to help with some of the bleed, and then once it's done, we'll have a final rate of what it could be. I know the bathrooms, sorry, I'm having sinus stuff. I know the bathrooms need, some certain love and attention, and I've had a chance to put signs out there that they're under construction, so that everybody understands. I think we have one of the girls' sinks didn't work, and it sprung a leak, and
The way it stands with the community building right now is it is $75 for the rental, $75 refundable deposit, and then it's $525 in taxes. So it ends up being $155.25 total for those three. But only 75 of it goes into the park fund. So we were hoping to
I was thinking at one meeting, we
Raise
said
it
we
up.
was gonna change this from 100 to 50. And the price may remain the same, only we would keep more of the money.
we did talk about that. Yeah.
Okay, and we could do that. Instead of raising the price, we could just, make our portion 100, the refund be 50. And then it would still remain.
$55.25.
Right,
So we're still
It's
missing.
still,
Or
it's for me.
the
Yeah.
tax will be a little bit more than that, so it will change it a little bit, but it'll be about the same.
That's not a bad price.
I mean, I did buy brand new tables and brand new chairs. The whole short side is very nice and done. It's just the bigger side in the kitchen and the bathroom that needs.
So you say do that temporarily until everything's done. and it'll get increased that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good to me. All in
Okay.
So
favor?
it'd be $100 rental, 50.
Yes.
I think it'll be probably $7 tax,
Uh,
7%.
Yep.
So $7.
so it actually will increase it a tad just because of tax. Because we don't charge tax on the refundable portion of it.
You wanna make a motion?
Um,
I'll second.
All in favor?
I do. Can you think of anything else that needs? I was thinking next year at the swimming pool, if people upgraded their pickleball paddles or whatever it be, maybe we can find donations and we could keep a basketball, some frisbees, some pickleball paddles at the pool. And those people could come and either put down a $1 or $2 deposit. And then if you brought the stuff back, you got your deposit back. Just so that,
I talked to a gentleman last night. Use Richland's
Uh-huh.
pickleball court. They have paddles there at the pickleball court.
oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
they had their own, but they couldn't. use
Yeah.
their Pickleball.
And that's what I was thinking at the, say someone's passing through, they didn't have their pickleball paddles and they just wanted to get a game because the courts look so good. So, that they could probably go there and borrow them.
Yeah.
It has some pickleballs there also.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Good idea.
I sat down with Joe Snyder yesterday, and so he is gonna perform on Freedom on the Rock again. I think we're gonna move everything back a little bit. Last year, it started first thing in the morning. If we have a car show, we're gonna suggest it starts at 3, and then the rest of the activities would be around 5:30. Band would start playing around 5:30, and then he'll play into the fireworks like he did last year, which made it just was a nice evening to listen to the band and see the fireworks. So,
What's the
Um,
date on
July 4th.
next?
Our company that we normally go with is extremely busy, and we never hardly ever book on July 4th. We always go on the Saturday, either before or after. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to look around for another company or not, but I'm gonna, I tried to get on it quick so that we asked him right after July, but he never did answer and we didn't follow up. So I'm gonna follow up with him and see. Because he said he may not. That's not a good answer,
Yeah. No,
right? So he booked 2 other nights too. We're up here. I don't know if you guys came up for Labor Day, but we had 2 bands playing and it was probably the biggest crowd that we've had. Yeah. So we booked them again. We're gonna start a tad bit later. I think this year we started at 3. We're gonna start at 4:30 next time. That seems to be the time about people started rolling in and got done with their stuff, and it'll be on a Sunday.
We're gonna have ice skating rink again.
Yeah, the council didn't approve it, but I think I have enough in my budget. So I think and I found an ice skating rink that is bigger than what we had last year. It's almost the length of the building, not quite. So it's probably, I don't know that it's twice as big, but it's pretty big. And it cost a teeny bit less. So I think we're gonna go that route. I was gonna kind of switch off and do maybe games one year and ice skate, so that people wouldn't get tired of stuff, but this deal hit us and they're already gonna service Santa Claus, so they asked us if we might wanna, it gave us a little bit of discount because we ordered 2. Gave them a discount and us a discount. And of course, we got the Christmas stuff coming up, but we'll probably talk about that in another meeting. We got Howl on the Rock coming up. So we're gonna hide from the police. Again, everybody loved doing that last time. And we'll have a big car show. I don't think we have a band, but Darren is gonna play the music again. I was gonna try to find some kind of way to get Wi-Fi on Main Street so that it could be heard on both sides of it. And we're gonna have trunk or treat. People are gonna dress up. Oh, got a couple of bounce houses for that day. And I think that's what I'm gonna do for next year for Labor Day too. So that the kids will be contained in a, yeah.
Costume contest.
Yeah, costume contest.
Bobbing for apples.
Can't you see that happening now? Hey? And so I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Or like somebody dance.
Talked about maybe having some people perform on the stage here and there,
Yeah,
if we can find anyone.
yeah. Okay, do you guys have anything? Any questions?
Nope.
Senator,
Issues.
As
Easy
you know,
on TV.
I did get a couple more signs for the park that says you are on TV, so clean up your poop. And then he put those up and then I moved a trash can down to the dog park and my mind's going somewhere else and I'm not gonna say it. And so we got some bags down there now too. I haven't gotten a lot of feedback, whether people like it or they don't. I think for big dogs, it's harder because it's not exactly the sturdiest system down there, but maybe for little dogs, it's okay. I haven't taken my dog down. He'd probably just stand by me. So I can't think of anything else. Okay, well, I'll get back with these people. Tell them everything's,
Did you say anything, Terry, about the ridge out there? Stained,
oh, I haven't. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
And those, and the weeds up underneath it need to be.
But it looks pretty sturdy the way it is.
Yeah.
It
It's
looks
got
okay, but and they need to look like the weeds up underneath it.
Yeah, it's-
And I don't blame that guy that does a mowing. I
Right.
don't blame him at all. He does a great.
Right.
He
I
does.
saw somebody out there weed eating
He did the best he could do.
the inside of the truck.
Yeah, but he can get the.
Okay,
Tear it
I'll
up,
take a
tear
look
it
at
up.
it. Yeah. Senator, Daryl Schmidt's coming tomorrow at the council meeting to answer anybody's questions for Senate Bill 1. So far, the most information I've seen has been for cities and towns over 3,500 people, and there hasn't been a lot of discussion for cities and towns under 3,500 people. So it'll be interesting to see what those answers are.
How much they took this into consideration.
So we're gonna have to, so they're gonna replace Edit, which is around $200,000 a year, I think Rochelle said. And that's gonna go away by 2028. And then we're supposed to replace that with lit tax, which is local income tax, which means it's the people who live in the area, not work in the area. And as you guys know, we have retirees and, housing and stuff. So I don't know how that's going to affect us yet. We've, over the last 2 years, feel like we've lost already because of circuit breakers around $200,000. And we'll probably have to cut our budget by around 100,000 this year. So that's not going to be fun, but so I'm hoping I can ask, to see where maybe we can get some of these answers.
It'll be, wait and see how it affects. kind of thing.
Right,
You know what to do.
it will. I know a lot of cities are cutting people and services, and so now instead of paying property taxes once a year, you get to pay lit taxes every paycheck. And that's only if the county wants to give it to us. Okay,
Where's that county Parks and Recreation Board meeting? When do they have that? Is that
it's usually in the spring.
Is that-
Yeah, it's
in the-
usually in the spring.
You have anything we want to ask him for? No?
I did. I've got a couple things in mind. I was extremely happy with the tables that we got next door. And I was thinking, the pool has those old wooden ones that are kind
You
of old.
mentioned that last meeting.
And I was thinking about maybe getting blue ones for there, or if we don't work it out and get the ones for the pickleball courts, maybe we could get those for there, or maybe we can do both, because I know that the money we got actually, more than covered that.
There's something else we need to think about. Because Andy said he wouldn't help with the pickleball course unless we did 4. And because we didn't have attorneys,
Yeah.
and we may be thinking about sometime getting bleachers.
Yeah.
If we have a turn,
Yeah.
you know,
I think we have those one bleachers over there, and we probably could drag them over, maybe,
Yeah.
for a tournament.
Yeah.
He's also going to teach us how to, run the courts and just all the rules. Hopefully we can get like a little QR code and it'll pop up on your phone what the rules are, so that, you can get them while you're out there. And
there's a lot of things we're gonna
I know,
consider
I know.
when they get them open.
Hmm.
How long you gonna allow somebody to play,
Right. And I think he's going to help us with all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's played in so many different places that he said he'd be glad to help us with.
Because
Rules
the guy
and
I
stuff.
talked to last night that went to Richland played with his family, said they were kids lined up waiting.
Was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we did the right thing by getting 4.
We have everything we need. For the court.
I think we don't have the Jeff Wilson statue, but we have,
She said the court.
Oh.
You need a hearing aid.
yeah. Not yet, not yet. You know, I don't know that we have the tables or anything like that, but you know, if we have any leftover money, then we're gonna do that. And then, I eventually want to get some kind of water fountain that fills your jug, plus maybe waters your dog. So the people walking by could even water their dog. Yeah,
Pickleball court.
Mm.
They go water the dog.
yeah.
Pickleball court.
Well, they walk around the track.
Okay.
Dogs play pickleball too, Jeff.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Watering station.
That's good. That'll be good.
You know, but we don't, I think most of our water fountains don't work out there, so that if we did have something,
Yeah.
that they could.
Because
they have bird stuff on them.
Middle school, starting they already have started pickleball club.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and Mr. Kress is over, and I'm going to take the pictures of our pickleball club. So they might, I don't know if they will, if they'll ever be interested in maybe getting other schools
Yeah.
and maybe want to use, need a court or someplace to go. Maybe
Yeah, I
they
like
want
that.
to use, maybe need a court
Yeah,
or something
I like that.
to come play on.
Yeah.
And our board members take part in tournaments, because JC and one on we and senior.
Yes,
Double.
yes.
Yep.
You're gonna have to play me and my husband first, or me and Jeff.
Yeah.
JC is left-handed, I'm right-handed, so we should have.
Oh, yeah. You will have good coverage.
Are you left-handed?
Remember,
Oh, we're beat.
Okay, I don't think I have, oh, Sherry
Yeah.
made us these.
Yes, thank you.
From where we broke ground at the pickleball. And, that's pretty neat.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You got anything else? You guys are good.
anything, Jeff? You wanna bring up? Bruce? Okay. Make a motion.
Second.
Mhm. See, check that out.